Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She Was Lonely for 6 Years and Blames Men. Let's get right into it.
Young and tender, if you insist on wanting to date women in their menopausal era, but you don't have the air conditioner on when she gets in your car on blast, we interpret that as a hate crime. We understand that you are committing an act of domestic violence towards menopausal women. That's how we see that. That's how we feel about that. Because the air conditioning in your car ain't conditioning to my menopausal season.
And that's exactly the problem. You older women, y'all might be funny, but you're a lot to deal with. You're a lot to handle. All this extra stuff. For what? For what? I could be with a young girl in the heat and she ain't gonna complain. We'll roll down the windows. Besides, if you're menopausal, please date much older men. Okay? I'm just saying, date much older men. Anyway, she's not the only one. We have a lot of women that have trouble in their 40s. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Am I the red flag? I start seeing a guy and I tell him right away, I only want to see you 1 or 2 days a week. Maybe we meet for dinner one night. Maybe on a Saturday we go do something, but that's it. I don't want to be talking all week, texting, FaceTiming. I don't want any part of that. Is that a healthy boundary? Is that just me knowing what I want? Is that me being non-committal? Me being not that into him? Is that normal? Is that healthy? It's so different dating in midlife. I have such a good thing going on right now. I don't want to jeopardize this. I just want to enhance it. Tell me, what do you think? Am I the red flag?
I will tell you what I think. You are the red flag. And the reality of it is, you're talking about too much you knowing what you want. Yeah, and you don't know what men want. So many women go through dating, like if they're walking through a grocery store, just shopping for men, take what you see on the shelf and throw it in your cart. It doesn't work like that. Men don't grow on trees and they're not sold at grocery stores. You can't buy what you want. But so many women approach dating like it's all about me. I got a good thing going on. I don't want to jeopardize this. Who says we want to jeopardize our lives either? Now, if you don't have much time to give, I understand. But just understand this. You are effectively like a single mom. And maybe you are a single mom. I don't know. You didn't reveal that in this video. But the one thing that I know about single moms is their time poverty, right? They have their time impoverished. They don't have a lot of time to give. The little amount of time they have is for them and their child. They have a little bit of time on the weekends. A little bit of time on the weekends. And so if men want to hit it and quit it, it might work. If you don't mind getting hit and quit. If you don't mind being smashed and dashed. But a lot of women mind that. They want you to put the same effort you put into other women. And this is the problem. We don't want to put the same amount of effort we do into other women as we do 40-year-old women. We don't. For many reasons. Anyway, here's another 40-year-old woman complaining about she's been single for 6 years. Let's listen to what she has to say. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Ladies, tell me I'm not alone in this thought. I'm just now getting back into the dating scene after being single for 6 years. And it's absolutely wild to me how many men have been conditioned, like generationally. This is not age specific. This goes a generation of men who believe that just existing, they deserve a woman that is their therapist, their chef, their maid, everything rolled into one simply because they exist. The lack of basic life skills, they don't know how to cook. I dated this guy 6 years ago for a short period of time because one night he wanted to make me dinner and he had to go buy pots and pans to make me dinner because at 45 years old, he had not cooked at his house yet. And let me just say, he had never cooked for himself. He said he would do microwave dinners or eat out for every meal. That's a huge red flag to me. Because if you don't even care about your own well-being, how are you going to care about me when I'm sick? Are you just going to get me fast food every day? And then just the lack of personal skills for cleaning or having hobbies beyond video games and sports. Apparently, all of these things are optional until a woman comes along. And then they will, play house for a little bit. But ultimately, those things just drop off back to where they were, like when you met them. But of course, there's always the emotional labor. So many of these men expect the woman to be their source of happiness, light, and joy, while also basically raising them, feeding, caring, cleaning, managing their schedule. It's draining because instead of building a partnership, you're raising a grown adult. And they don't see it as an issue because they have been conditioned to merely exist, and you should be okay with that as a woman. Meanwhile, women are expected to be independent, ambitious, emotionally intelligent, and also self-sufficient, but not so independent that you don't need a man. Meanwhile, we just need to accept that they will show up and try. If we're lucky, they'll try. It makes dating feel like job recruitment instead of looking for a genuine connection. Like, sir, do you even have your own life? Or are you just waiting for someone to make your life more enjoyable? Because I am not your entertainment. Now, I will say there are some men that have their life together. They have a good home that they've built for themselves, fulfilling hobbies, they can cook, they clean, they take care of their space, and they don't need someone to come and guide them through life. It's rare. It's like finding a unicorn, but they do exist. What's been the biggest personal, I am not your mother moment for you? Ladies, tell me.
Here's what's so funny to me. Can anyone spot why she's been single for the last 6 years? Mind you, she's making a video today, right? 2025, about a man she dated 6 years ago that was a loser. Who do you think is the loser here? Who's going to tell her? Lady, you're complaining about a man you date 6 years ago. Please, just sit and think about that. Trump was office in his first term 6 years ago. It wasn't even COVID yet 6 years ago. You're talking about a man who apparently, according to you, is a loser, only played video games, ate takeout, didn't know how to cook or clean. And you're talking about all men are this way. Ladies, let me explain something to you. Just because you have anecdotal experience with one man doesn't mean all men are this way. I know you hear us talk about women, all women, all women, all women. You guys get upset about this. But you guys generalize the men that you find. And the reason why you find these men that you claim are losers, because that's the only kind of men you could attract. And you're in your 40s now. So if you thought it was hard 6 years ago when you probably in your late 30s, what do you think it's going to be now? Miss, I know how to cook and clean. I got my whole life together. I'm so independent. But nobody cares. Ladies, no one cares that you know how to take care of yourself. Round of applause. You want it? Okay, here it is. Enjoy it. No one cares. I just clapped for you. Nobody cares. Okay? And you think it's funny. This is a game for you. Life is so cavalier. Oh my God, you know how to cook. You know how to clean. You got your own place. You got your own money. The standard for women is so high. Oh my God. But for men, so low. You found a loser who plays video games. Let me tell you something. I don't play any video games. Yeah. I can take care of myself. Yeah. I know how to cook. Yeah. I know how to clean. Yeah. And guess what? I don't even think I'm that rare. I don't think that I'm that rare that are men who live on their own, who cook for themselves, clean for themselves. Because guess what? Taking out, if you can afford to eat takeout all the time, you got money. Yeah, so even though he didn't know how to cook clean, he had something that made up for it. It's called money. Yeah. That might be better than knowing how to cook and clean at times because money can fix a lot of problems. Cooking for yourself can't. I'm just saying. But she's so arrogant, right? You can hear the hubris in her voice. That she thinks that, oh my God, I'm so above this. Then if you are above it, why don't you prove it with a proof of concept? Like showing me a man that's better than that. But if you can't, and you are in your late 40s, lady, I got some rude awakening for you, right? I got some bad news for you. And that is, he is your level. Yeah. He is. And the fact that you're making a video about him 6 years later, that says a lot. Okay? Now, I think when it comes to this whole dating stuff and women, they find themselves so frustrated. Oh, dating in 40 is so hard. It's so hard. Oh my God, it's so bad. But when they go to explain what's so bad about it, all they're explaining is about the socioeconomics of the guys they're dating. They're dating men at the bottom of the barrel, and they think all men are at the bottom. Do you not know there are men that have 6-figure incomes? Not just annually, monthly. Do you not know that there's men who own multiple properties? Do you not know there's men who have skilled trades, such as plumbing, such as HVAC, such as construction, who are more valuable than the money they make because they could, if they at any time, start a company in HVAC, plumbing, or construction. But on top of that, they're handy around the house. Do you not know there are men like that? And by the way, those men still make a good living as well. But I digress. We have another woman here complaining about dating over 40, so bad. Let's listen to what she has to say.
I looked at my phone this morning and I instantly got pissed the fuck off. And I got pissed the fuck off because I wake up to a text message that was sent to me at 12:20 a.m. in the nighttime, midnight, asking me what I was doing, right? And the reason why I got so fucking mad is because literally less than an hour prior to that message, I said, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. So why would you text me at 12:20 asking what I was doing when I already ended the night? Said, I'm going to bed. Good night. But for whatever reason, 30 minutes later, you think it's okay to text me and ask me what I'm doing. Nigga, I'm fucking sleep because I told you that's what the fuck
These are the issues that modern women are talking about. Oh my God, why would you text me after I said I'm going to bed? What am I doing? You're so stupid. You're so dumb. But he's texting you. He got his number from you. He got your number from you. Women, you despise the exact men you attract. And you don't want to look in the mirror and say, gee, why am I surrounded by dummies? Why am I talking to dummies? Maybe, just maybe. You ever thought just maybe you're talking to dummies because dummies are what you attract. Losers are what you attract. Miss Bonnet Wearer. Let me come right here. Come here. Let me tell you something. Those men that you complain about, I got some news for you. That's the best you could do. Yeah. That's the best you could do. Nose piercing, tattoo on the chest, maybe something else going on with the chest. I don't know. We got a bonnet on covering someone else's hair, and then your hair underneath that. I don't know. You're trying to figure out why the guy you're talking to is so stupid, according to you. He texts you after you went to bed to ask you what you doing. You know why he's asking you that for? Because he's trying to figure out why your goofy ass ain't at his house on your knees sucking and jiving. That's why. And I want women to understand this. I make videos about this every day. Every day I react to women complaining about the men in their lives. And you know what the common denominator is? They're a match. You ladies are a match for the goofy, dumb, retarded, stupid men you date. You're a match for them. You are a perfect match for them. You know how I know? You know how I know you're a perfect match for them? I'll tell you why. Because you complain about dating, and then when you tell us why you complain about dating, you tell us stories about men who are, according to you, below your standards. And it's not just black women. It's not just white women. It's not just any kind of race of women. It's all you women. All you women think you deserve something way better, but you don't have no evidence of it. That's like me complaining about a grade I got on my report card saying, why is this an F? Why is this an F? I know myself. I know I'm better than an F. Oh, prove it. Prove it. Show us an A. You can't have a report card full of Fs and try to convince us that you get nothing but A's. That's what y'all doing. And why does it make you so frustrated? I tell people about my dating experiences because it's my job. It's my job to talk about dating. That's why I talk about my dating. If it wasn't my job to talk about dating, I wouldn't talk about dating. I don't care to share my life on the internet the way these women do. But y'all women are not even getting paid for this. You are volunteering information. This is unsolicited information. You did not ask us if we wanted this. Me, when I tell these stories about my life, it's to be transparent. I don't want to be a person coming up here talking about, oh, I do this, I do that, or I talk about what people do, and then I don't talk about what I do. I tell you about my dating life, and I say this, and I'm going to repeat this over and over again. I date women that I want. I find them attractive. They're employed at the level I like them to be. They're college educated, the whole nine. All I date is college educated women. And guess what? All I date is women that I'm attracted to, and all I date women that are fit. So the one thing I know about, the one thing anyone could talk to me when they talk to me about my dating life, and I tell you stories about it, the one thing I guarantee you that these women are fit, they're attractive, and they're college educated. Across the board. So, social economics are fine. I have no issue with the social economics of the girls I talk to. The one issue I have with all of them is the fact that they believe in the feminist philosophy of life. And that is that men are so dumb, they're so smart, and they need to control a man because he is wild and crazy without a female's guidance. That what's wrong with the world is there's too much masculinity and they need more femininity. What's wrong with the world is that men need to get in touch with their emotions. What's wrong with the world is men need to be trained by women. That is a lie. Y'all fell for that lie, and therefore you have become insufferable women. Yeah, that's my experience. I have no problem with the way these girls look. I have no problem with what education they got. I have no problem with the jobs they got. I have named the jobs that these women have. I've dated a personal trainer. I dated a lawyer. I dated a doctor. I dated accountants. I dated principals. I dated so many academics. So many women who have great careers or jobs, whatever you want to call it. A nurse, whatever you want to call it. And they have the same issue. Their software. Hardware is fine. Nice butts, nice bodies, all that's fine. The hardware is wrong with them. You know what that tells me? That there's something going on in our culture that's ruining women. Now let's take a little step back about women. Women, what y'all complaints about men? The same complaint I hear all the time is that men are losers. Well, let me tell you something. If you're dating a loser, it's because you're a loser. I'm just saying. And I think it should be obvious, but since you don't know, I'll remind you. I'll let you know. And this goes for anybody, men or women. If you can't date someone you desire, look in the mirror. I guarantee you'll discover a lot more than you would if you solicit this information or give this information unsolicited to people on TikTok. Okay? Because people on TikTok, they're going to gaslight you. They're going to say, oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, not a gaslight. I'm sorry. They're going to affirm everything you're saying because they're going to say, oh, I did that too. I experienced that too. Yeah, men are trash. That's all you're going to get. You're going to be in an echo chamber. Okay? It's a vacuum. But if you take your time and actually listen to what men have to say like me, you'll learn a lot. I'm just saying, you'll learn a lot. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.